The number 2 team in the country, Hamilton Heights, brings in their 2 top 25 ballers for the program that's top tier in the country. They got their hands full with Whitehaven and Arlington, though, Friday and Saturday night. Take a look at this schedule and those players. Kennedy Chandler, Musa, Derek Fountain, Moot, Chandler Jackson. This is going to be good. Whitehaven and Christian Brothers, Briarcrest taking on Little Rock Hall. They were the state runners-up in the state of Arkansas. Lausanne's got Holly Springs and Derek Fountain. They are one of the best teams in Mississippi. South Haven, the highly touted program. They're coming in, and they got some ballers you want to take a look at. Arlington's boys and girls, New Albany, Lake Camoran, and Covington. You don't miss this one. 2 of the biggest girls program in the city. Arlington Lady Tigers taking on the Houston Lady Mustangs. They both were in the Hills to Hoopers Hoop Fest, and they held their own down there. But, hey, Arlington at the beginning of the season took on a touted Whitehaven Lady Tigers team at their house, and they beat them like they stole something. Houston, though, they've been getting dubs all over the place. This is a really good team, so this should come down to a really good game. I tell you, the handshakes are always top tier on both sides, so I tell you, they're not slacking in that area, and I don't know if it's the coaches that gave it to them, but they did a really great job. Let's start it off the tough way, though. Since we're at home, let's start it off the right way with a 3. Get the student section up and on their feet, up and early, and then on the other side, get a big-time board on the freshman big on the other side. Naya's going the opposite way, tries to go coast to coast, called for an offensive foul, though, so it's going to go the other way. Houston comes up with the board, goes up and off the glass, an easy bucket, and they finally get on the board here at Arlington. Stewart's going to kick it out for a 3-pointer. Knockdown jumper outside for number 12, Carly Bates, getting that bucket to go. On the other side, they said, whatever you can do, I can do it as well. That's Zip Davis getting a knockdown jumper from the corner, and then the big gets acclimated into the game. Mallory Collier is a big-time baller here in the city of Memphis, and she is young as they come here in the freshman in the varsity game of basketball. But look at this, coast to coast. When you got a guard such as that one right there in Destiny Wells, she can lead a team and lead it well. She goes coast to coast, looks down low to Collier, who finishes the bucket. There is a tap steal, but they end up getting it back. On the other side, Collier gets another feed from Wells, and then she uses that wonderful footwork that she's been playing with all season, gets an easy bucket. On the other side, Lindsey Long gets a knockdown jumper mid-range style, and then the next play down, they're picking up full court. Bates trying to slow down the offense of Houston. Is it going to do it, though? Step between the legs, crossover, past 2 defenders, and then she's met at the rim by a big-time block. There's a missed jumper, rebound by Houston. They're trying to go coast to coast, kick it up, and they get called for a travel. It's going to end the first quarter 15-2. Take us right into the second. Look down low. She's got 2 defenders on her, but no. It's not going to stop her. The long hair don't care. I'm going to spin on you like you're not even there. And she gets the easy 2 to go inside the paint. Here's a feed over to keep going inside the paint. She misses. Collier's there to clean up the glass. No Windex, Mr. Clean needed at all. Crossover by Christina Nichols. Looks down low to the big. Up and off the glass for a finish. Taylor Dupree playing big-time ball for the Lady Tigers right now. And then going coast to coast. There's Taylor right there for an easy bucket inside the paint. On the other side, Wells using the step-back crossover. Kick over to the corner. Trying to take the 3. Looks for it, but calls for a 3-second call inside the paint. Collier has to move back and forth from block to block. Stand there a little bit and then move. On the other side, getting called for the other way. Offensive foul. On the other side, Houston misses, gets there on board, puts it right back over the iron, but not before called for a travel. Long looks over to Stewart. Naya's going to kick over to Carly. Bates is going to knock it down from the corner. 3s, please. That's the second on the night for Carly Bates. And then here comes Taylor going coast to coast after a steal up and over the iron, and Carmen Taylor gets another bucket there for the Lady Tigers. Up and off the glass, that's missed. Rebound down low, gets called for a foul with just 0.9 seconds left to go. As they were only up by 2, they try to extend the lead, and they do just that by taking a 3-point lead, head into the locker room, up by 3, 22-19. We talked about it at the beginning of this game, but just take a look, take a snapshot, screenshot this schedule. It is going to be crazy this weekend. Don't you be the one hearing about it. Let's jump into the second half. Third quarter of this matchup. Going to start it off first is Carmen Taylor. Like she did the first quarter, she's going to start this one off with a two-pointer, though. In the first quarter, she knocked down a three, and this time she feeds it off to Nichols. And Christina's going to show you she's got range. No need for a gun range or anything like that. Let me just leave it wide open, knock down a jumper. Wells on the other side, taking it to the cup, and then next play down, she does the exact same thing. Who's going to slow down Destiny when she's locked in? Nobody. Who can tell me like you? Nobody. Okay, sorry. I was snapping my fingers there and everything. There's a timeout for the Arlington Lady Tigers, and then going to the cup, Nia Stewart talked to the coach after going into the huddle. She comes right out, goes to the rim aggressively, and finishes tough inside the paint. Bates going to try to go coast to coast, pass a couple defenders. She finds off Nichols as she penetrates the paint and then gets an easy bucket right over the iron. Kick over, called for a travel, and look at Coach. The first time I've seen him blow all season. You'll see that here in this matchup. Here's a great defensive play right there for Bates. I mean, Houston coach looking for a timeout. He calls it. Lady Tigers wreaking havoc right now in the third quarter. 31-26 as you've seen right there. Stewart's going to look down low to Long. She goes up and off the glass for a nice easy two inside the paint. And then a crossover from Tatiana Gray. Nice setup crossover right there. That's the way you do it. You start off slow, you speed up fast after you use that crossover and take it straight to the cup. Done just that. There's Charmin Taylor. She gets an easy two inside the paint after getting a recovery rebound there on the offensive end. Bates gonna feed it over to the corner. Pull up three. Knockdown jumper for Nichols. And the Lady Tigers are starting to click, and it's getting scary right now for the Lady Mustangs. Nice block down low from Dupree, but the referee called it a foul, and these two young ladies right there in the stands, I don't know who they are, or maybe I do know who they are, I just can't tell you who they are, shaking their head, not believing that call. And then some defense from the Lady Tigers. Nichols going to get the steal from Wells, go straight to the cup, going up for two, and then this is when it got all sticky. It got bad. The Houston Lady Mustangs got to bring in Mallory Collier again, and there's Coach right there blowing just out, just needs somewhere to really vent what's going on in this matchup. I mean, Arlington really came to play. I mean, they have Hamilton Heights coming up this weekend, the number 2 team in the country, and they come in playing like this. I mean, Houston has been the highly talked about program that everybody is saying, oh yeah, they're going to run up and down the schedule. Nobody's going to be able to play with this team. Nobody can get on the floor. Well, I tell you one thing, if you just missed the scoreboard, it's a 10-point lead right now, 43-33 for Arlington. And I tell you one thing, they didn't stop in the fourth quarter. An easy two for Taylor, and then some defense. Sharman is there getting the steal and getting an easy two over Collier. That's a 14, make it 16-point lead for the Arlington Lady Tigers. Boy, oh boy, who's going to slow them down? Great defense once again. Called for a jump ball, 49-34. Houston got a free throw to go. 15-point lead right now for the Lady Tigers. I mean, I've heard everything from, one team being the best, one team not going to have anything. I mean, literally, people at the beginning of this season, I'm not calling out any names, let me know that Arlington's not going to have anybody. No reason for you to put them in the Heels to Hoopers. No reason for you to place them against Hamilton High. I mean, do you really think they can beat anybody in the Heels to Hoopers Hoop Fest? Do you think they can go hand in hand with Hamilton Heights? Well, I tell you one thing, I've seen this team multiple times this season, and I hope they come to ball on Saturday. I know they got Cordova on Friday, but when they take on Saturday Hamilton Heights at Lausanne at 2 o'clock, oh my goodness, I am ready to see them ball out. It's going to be a big-time basketball game, and if they play any type of way they've been playing here, it's going to be some trouble for the number 2 team in the country. They're going to have their hands full. Look at this. A setup after coming after a timeout, 51-44, and they throw it right up the floor and get an easy 2. Houston still turning the ball over on the offensive end, over and back call, and then some good defense, some people would say, but nevertheless, called for a foul, going to send Nia Stewart to the free throw line. She heads up, makes the first one, misses the second one, and they get their own rebound. This is just the story of the night for the Arlington Lady Tigers. It is big-time Lady Tigers basketball on the offensive end all night long. Missed that free throw on the other side. Houston misses, get their own board, though, down low in the paint, but they can't get the 2 to go. They come up with the ball on the other side, and it's just ultimately just going to be done from there. I mean, Dupree gets a big-time block. I think Collier says something about, wow, you got your first block of the season. And then it just makes Taylor laugh. I mean, big-time dub. 11-point win, 55-44. We got to see Arlington versus Hamilton Heights on Saturday. Don't miss that one.